What's your just initial reaction to that game?
Yeah, look, I mean, we took, I don't know what it was, 14 more shots than they did. We had 25 offensive rebounds. We're in the driver's seat. We led for 35 minutes of the game. But you know what? Credit to them. They executed way better than we did. They were way more disciplined than we were. They wanted it slightly more than we probably did. And they made big plays down the stretch. So, you know, I think for us, the positive is I don't think we played well. But we're going to have to play a lot better going to Perth for game one now to beat them. But I think, you know, as I said, like we did enough in the game to have a lead for majority of it. And I think just maybe, and I need to be better down the stretch coaching as well. You know, I didn't handle the last few minutes well, the last couple of timeouts well. So that's on me, and I'll make sure I'm better in the next game or in the future. But, you know, it's disappointing to lose that one. But I think, you know, I think if we just tidy a few things up, and as I said, we're going to need to finish, like I think we finished really poorly, 41% in the paint today. Tidy that up, I think we do a lot better next time.
I felt like the game had a bit of a finals atmosphere. Can you take some lessons from those last few possessions about, you know, winning a tight game like this?
Yeah, we need to. You know, like we did it. We got down in the fourth. We managed to fight our way back, made some big plays to tie the game up. You know, and then obviously in overtime we seized the momentum again and built a lead we can win the game with. And then again, just we had some mental errors, things like that. But you know, as I said, I think we'll learn from those, and next game we'll be ready to go.
Courtney, how deflating is it to lose a match like that?
Yeah, I think obviously it sucks to lose in overtime, but obviously that's not really the one you want to win. You want to win when we go into the semi-finals. So yeah, obviously it's disappointing, but we only have a certain amount of time to be disappointed before we go there to play. So I think obviously we'll try and take a lot of lessons from it, and we'll obviously see them again. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's overly deflating just because we've got such a quick turnaround.
Does it make you hungry for revenge, playing them again next week?
Yeah, I think anytime we play, we're obviously hungry to win, and I think obviously going to the finals, you're maybe that little bit more hungry. But I think that, in my opinion, I don't think that was necessarily like an effort thing. I think we had a lot of mental lapses. I didn't think we played super smart. I wouldn't really question how hard we always play, but I think today we didn't execute as well as we needed to beat them.
You've been in the league a few years now. You're not feeling to play. There's a few young girls in the team. Do you think maybe how are they feeling? Do you think you'll have to get around and try and turn around, or do you think that they'll cope well as well?
Yeah, I think obviously Shannon's recruited really well, and I think we've brought in younger players that maybe haven't been in that scenario and that kind of atmosphere before, but obviously we all think they're very capable of performing. So I think we're not going to make this the biggest deal in the world. Obviously it sucks to lose, but we're going to turn around and hopefully go beat them in Perth.
You've won in Perth already this season to give you confidence to go over there and do it again?
Yeah, I think going into the finals with kind of the season we've put together, we're feeling pretty confident, but obviously it doesn't really matter how you're feeling if you don't go out there and execute. So I think this is also kind of like necessarily like a reminder that if we don't go there and play kind of like to what we say we're going to do, then we're not talented enough or good enough to beat them on just pure skill.
Courtney, was it a good warm-up for the semis? You knew that you were going to be playing Perth regardless, so I guess what lessons you take out of this game, and now that you've just had that final game and playing them again in the series, how I guess what was it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty rare to kind of play the same team before you go into the semi-finals, so I guess it is kind of like a free swing, and obviously we'd rather have that result in the lead-in game than game one in the finals, so hopefully we can kind of make those corrections now, so going into game one we're kind of like a couple more steps ahead than we were today.